If you take a look at this shelf, it's scary. A helpful thing is to simply organize it. Refold things that have become unfolded, put things that are more like each other together, and just straighten it up. It doesn't have to be, you can see things aren't labeled, it doesn't have to be perfect, it can be whatever makes most sense to you. But small things like that have a huge impact, because when staff need to do their work, they can come in, get the supplies they need to, and immediately go make the animals more comfortable. They do not have to fill their time with also getting these small little things organized and put together. The only linen item that we don't fold are like small hand rags that we use for cleaning. Those go over here in this lovely bin. Sometimes people fold them, but they're used so quickly it's not worth it. So if you do have rags that are a little smaller like this, when you're doing laundry, just toss them in here and they will get used. You'll notice that some things are kind of organized. So we have some collars, we have leashes here on the bottom of the shelves. Sometimes you'll see like harnesses or stuffed toys, stuff like that. When you are doing laundry, you're going through things. If you see stuff that you don't know where it goes, you can just leave it in the shopping cart and staff will get it where it needs to go. But you can just look for like items and put them together. And yeah, don't worry if there's something kind of random that you're not sure what to do with. Another seemingly small minor task that has a huge impact on the staff's ability to do their job efficiently is to rip the lids off the shoe boxes. So just like the adoption center, we utilize these shoe boxes as like a safe, fun, cozy space for cats to climb in and snuggle in. We all know a cat that loves a cardboard box. And like I mentioned before, having to take time every morning when you're trying to get your groove going and getting everyone clean and comfy, having to stand here and tear the lids off as they're not needed seems like such a waste of time. It can be kind of frustrating. So a very small thing that you can do to help is just come in, look at the shelves with the shoe boxes, and take some time tearing the lids off. And so what I do is I'll throw whatever I don't need on the ground, and at the end I'm going to show you where to put it in recycling out back. But it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just going to tear them off, and then you can help organize and get them straightened up in a way that makes sense, that's easy to access for the staff, and go from there. So once you have torn all the cardboard lids off, sometimes donations will have been brought back here. And occasionally people will donate things like Amazon boxes, Chewy boxes, other just cardboard boxes that they've had stuff delivered in. We don't have a use for them, so we just need to break them down. It can be as simple as kind of stomping on it, if you can get a piece of the tape and rip it up. But flattening those boxes so we can put them in recycling is really helpful. So I'm going to show you where to find the recycling bin for cardboard. Cardboard only. If you do help with this task, please don't leave the cardboard shreds for staff to deal with. The task you may be asked to help with is sorting donations, and the first part of that is bringing them back to our storage room from the front. So straight through these doors is the lobby. It's the most direct route to them. I'm going to go that way. Donations get collected in these bins up here and need to be brought back to that space. Now, to get through this door, you do need a key card. If you're bringing donations back, you can ask to borrow one from the front desk. Go ahead. Once you have the donations that you brought from the front back here into the storage room, you're going to work on unloading them. There is going to be plenty of weird stuff that maybe you don't know what to do with, like all of this. Don't know what it is. So anything you're not sure where it goes, what to do with it, you can go ahead and stack and leave here. When there are obvious things like shoe boxes, collars, leashes, linens. You're gonna go and put them in the laundry room so that they can get washed. So straight through those doors. When you find food, if it's science diet, we use it here at the shelter. Most important thing, even if it's open, we're just gonna double check that the date is still good. And any food that is still good, that is science diet, is gonna go in the kitchen. So we'll take that with us in just a minute. These are cleaning items. We're gonna take these to the kitchen with us as well. Once your basket shopping cart is empty, you're gonna roll it back up to the front so they can continue to load it up with items as they come in. And I just put anything that I need to take elsewhere back with me in it. So we're gonna drop this stuff off in the kitchen. If it's science diet dry food, you can go ahead and leave it on the counter. If you have wet food, canned wet food, you're just gonna refer here to the shelves and put it with the like item. It is important to check every can though and make sure that it is still good to be used. So it's going to show you how to help us cut carpet squares. We use these in a couple different ways. Specifically, we like to put them into the cat's small cages so they can do what comes natural to them, which is scratch. It's a stress reliever, and it also becomes a consistent thing in their kennel as they have other linens removed, toys removed, litter box removed. It becomes a consistent, it smells like them, which is a comfort. So you'll usually have a template that someone's left you out here. If you can't find one, if there isn't one, then in this bin, staff have used them all, but this bin usually is full of these. So you can just grab one out. You're gonna see all the extra carpet that we have here. I highly suggest whichever one you're gonna cut, flipping it over to the other side so you're not trying to cut through that. And then you can use your template. It's never gonna be perfect. You're always gonna have extras. To help outline for you, you're gonna have a box cutter. Generally, this box cutter just stays here with these supplies, so it's easy access. If you cannot find a box cutter, there isn't one in here. If you look through this window, down there at the end of the hallway are two sort of like storage bins. Feel free to look through there, but if you feel uncomfortable doing that or you still can't find something, feel free to ask any staff person to assist you. If there are animal care people wandering around because they're busy cleaning, whatever, you can always go to the front desk and ask them for assistance. You can always count on someone being there. So once you have your supplies, your carpet to cut, your template, your box cutter, now the most important thing comes into play, which is please be safe. Do not hurt yourself. If you're accident prone, maybe don't do this. It's a scary thing for me to be doing. But most community service volunteers, especially in the afternoon, we ask that you spend 15 minutes cutting carpet. I don't have a number that I want you to do, but however many you can cut in 15 minutes will keep us stocked up so the staff, again, are never having to devote time to something like this when they could be doing what they are experts at doing, which is providing care to the animals. So for the purposes of this video, we are not going to actually cut the carpet to show you. Hopefully through our steps that we've shown you, you'll be able to get the gist. It's as simple as toss it in the bin, moving on to the next. Unfortunately, this box cutter is a butter knife, basically. And I don't have I'm not gonna hunt down another one. So hopefully I'll just throw this one in the trash. But that should teach you how to help us with cutting carpet here at Park Boulevard.